Hey everybody, how we doing today? I'm back. I ended up taking yesterday off because I was so exhausted. I find there are days these days where I'm just so exhausted I can't help it. So, I think once I get more RAM, what I want to do on those days is maybe just do some like chill, possibly no cam, low mic usage, Blender streams, but we'll see. But for now, we'll probably do a mix of this and Forspoken today, I'm thinking. Is what I'm kind of leaning towards. I have noticed the performance on this has gone down a little bit, though, since I dropped the RAM, so... But good news, I ordered more RAMs. So, that should be here today, so hopefully... after stream today, we'll get that installed. I mean, technically, once I switch to Forspoken, Mux could pull my computer out, but... better just to wait so that we can... make sure we test everything and all that all at the same time.
Well, well, Dr. Fenhill. It's not often I see you on this side of sickbay.
I make it a point not to get shot, and when I do, I can usually take care of the mess myself.
It'd be nice to have you in here patching people up, not just blowing them apart.
I respect what you're doing here, but you know I'm not ready to settle down. It's not you, it's me.
Have it your way then. You always do. Now, about your friend here. Were I a gambling woman, I'd wager you're responsible for my mechanical safe return. I can't thank you enough.
Oh, we leveled up, too. Sweet. Okay, what was I working on? It was, I want to get my heavy weapons to 50, because that is what my flamethrower is. But I'm also really speccing into the non-combat stuff as well. So that's, I think, kind of where I'm going to put my points. I wouldn't call 5 minutes a long cooldown, but okay. That's the main quest. So that's Stellar Bay, that's where I need to go, but I don't have the key for that yet. This is on Fallbrook on Monarch. It's Gladys. That's Gladys as well, so yeah, so we'll want to do these two here. Okay, black market vendors. I guess let's check some of these. So it won't be the Spacer's Choice one. But let's check the vendors. Actually, does she know where black market vendors might be?
We'll talk later. Got a bit of a sore throat from all that fake coughing.
Nope.
Is it just me, or is Groundbreaker feeling extra chilly? Maybe you ought to help yourself to a piping hot frozen dinner.
What are you saying, Martin? That's an Auntie Cleo's product.
My law, what have I done? The company will have my head. Both of them. This is awful. Help me! Oh, Laws!
Gotcha. What I wouldn't give to see the look on your face. This guy's real easy to fuck with.
This guy just reminds me of the moon from Futurama. I know I said that before, but...
Agree to disagree.
You're about to say that too?
Now,
Every time I see it, that's all I think of. Is the moon from Futurama.
It ever happened. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget.
He sounded like somebody right there when he said a lot of slogans to keep track of. But I can't think of who it would be. I can't think of who the voice is. But it sounded really familiar. You'd be shocked if it's not inspired by it at least slightly. I've got to ask about that.
I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division.
Yeah, he sounds vaguely familiar. Where can I get a hat like yours?
You would never ask if you knew what it's like in here. I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose clean and aim for the moon.
Enough hat talk, what are you selling?
Have a look.
Can I sell anything? Do I have any junk? I have junk. I might just sell a bunch of this. I don't use it. Especially since it'll get me a bunch of weight back, too. Health regeneration could be good, though. Ingredients, 99% water. I barely use the time dilation. Mhm. Everything's for melee weapons, but I use a flamethrower. Mhm. Holy shit, that was a lot of weight. Do-do. Okay, that should help a lot, actually. Okay. And then he didn't have anything to buy. Maybe can I find something? Hey, that's you. You're heading out? Soon. It's okay.
When you were sick, who took your temperature? When
I didn't know there was stuff up here. Hate to view movies. Oh god. Alright. I'm not gonna worry about, like, viewing any of that. That's fine. I just wanted to look and see if there was any...
Now see here, what was I doing again?
Okay.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
What kind of business do you guys have running?
Didn't quite catch that. You'll have to speak up.
What do you do here?
Glass ear? Sorry, there's a lot of static on my end.
Forget it.
Huh. Now that I heard.
You do business with the promenade merchants. I'm trying to see if he'll tell me
Most of our
about
supplies come and go through
black market
merchants.
stuff.
Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
Alright, nothing interesting then. Okay, that's the bar.
It get cooler in here? I swear they had the heat turned way the hell up.
No, let's check this really quick. No.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Sightings to your local foreign embassy.
Ooh, you're here. It'll do a lot for my credit in the promenade if people see you buying something.
Why?
What'll it be? Hey, look who it is. What'll it be?
Okay, what if I ask him about his wares?
Everything I sell is fresh from the forge. Technically, the metal formed billions of years ago, but it's freshly in this shape.
Whoops.
Still betting on the toss ball series? I know you were trying to stop.
Okay. Okay, I think that's it here then. I'm trying to remember how to. Oh, okay, wait, it's over here. There we go.
My comm center already got an update ping from the backup relay. I trust everything went smoothly.
Here's your data backup.
Thanks. That's odd. The only messages in the queue are encrypted ones. Looking at the transmission logs, the relay hasn't received a single unencrypted message in the past 36 months. Must be on account of some new security red tape. Well, whatever's the cause, the board and the Earth Minister will see it sorted. Thanks again for saving my derriere. I secured quite the payment authorization for you from Chief Junlei. Try not to spend it all in one place.
Okay. I feel like that's not a lot. Okay. Well, does this mark anything on my map? Oh, it does. Okay, so that is gonna be her over there too. Okay. So everything is over here. Which means we're going over here. Do-do. I ended up caving in and getting some stuff from the Steam sale. Not a new game, but I got the last two DLCs that I was interested in from for Planet Zoo. And I can see that being something that will be played a lot once the baby's born, because that's the kind of game where we can just chill and let it go, and then I can stop if I need to.
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway? You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around there before you do.
Okay, what do you have for sale?
I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I tossed together. Like to keep my hands busy.
An old datapad once used by the Groundbreakers Mardet security forces from the accumulated dust and groundness hasn't been accessed in over a decade. The old datapad contains incident reports from various Mardet security patrols. Most are details of simple finds and dust-ups between the crews of Wildcat freighters and corporate haulers. 2 entries have been marked for later review. Responded to a code ID 10T at the Lost Hope. Vera asked us to bounce some back bay rat that got himself soaked in Spectrum Red. Drunken fool got into a scuffle with one of Engineer Tennyson's people. We tossed the rung leech back down to the bays. Asshole fought us the entire way, telling us we'd be sorry once he controlled the hammer's power. This is some new Hammersmith marketing stunt. I'm complaining to Sunita. Had another run-in with the rung leech from the Lost Hope. Don't know how the uppity piker crawled out of the back bays without us noticing. Locked himself into the repair bay off of docking slip 13 and refused to come out. Kept raving about the weapon's chaotic beauty or some shit while we were trying to talk him out. Had to break off when our shift ended. Whole head's gotta come out eventually.
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late.
I investigated the distress signal.
What's that? Speak up now.
About those secrets you asked me to look for.
What'd you turn up?
I found toothpaste, but then I unfound it.
Well, that's just swell, sweetheart. Good for you.
I found a prototype weapon schematic from Force, but I lost it.
Bless your slippery little fingers. Isn't that just a shame? Prototype schematics go for a fair handful of bits around here.
I acquired some research on Raptidon Musk.
Pardon me, sweetheart. My old ears must have misheard you. Did you say Raptidon? Gracious, someone must have hauled them off Monarch. Naughty, naughty. A couple of folks around here might pay a fair few bits for this.
Good. Okay.
Might even be able to start a bidding war.
Oh, I need a hoodie, so hang on here. Oh, I don't have enough persuasion.
Are you positive? Honest to goodness?
I'm certain there's nothing left.
Can't say I wasn't hoping for more, but I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork.
I've got a hoodie.
Don't forget your pal Gladys now. You can come visit anytime.
Does she have anything else?
What do you want then? My hard-earned wisdom?
Why'd they recall Stellar Bay nav keys?
Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence.
What makes you think that?
Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their derrieres. But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess.
I don't want to leave the conversation. I wanted to go back and buy the nav key.
Gracious. I was just sitting down for tea. Fantastic. Do be careful with it, dear, as these keys tend to be a tad hard to acquire. You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the Sublight offices. She's a dear. You'll love her. Now, was there anything else?
Okay.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
So we'll check J. Hawthorne's terminal mentioned searching black market vendors. Okay. So we're gonna go to
Cannibals, sulfur pits, acid spewing rats. Been looking for a change of scenery.
wait, where was I going again? Sublight, that's what she said. This way. Go up.
If this is something Tobias could handle, see yourself out the door.
Now I got the nav key.
Sure is. Welcome aboard, contractor. One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you.
I'll take it.
Now get going. Catherine will brief you on the details when you check in with her at Fallbrook. One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. Understood?
What am I looking for?
Don't go looking for anything, except salvage. Just watch out. You'll do fine.
Okay.
Probably.
Well,
nothing to worry
clearly
about.
something's going on.
Probably.
Good enough for me.
I have so much stuff on my chair now. There we go. Okay. So that's going to be Fallbrook. So we need to go to Fallbrook after Stellar Bay, it looks like.
Sublight's always got plenty of work. Good gig if you don't mind where the bits come from.
Hey, Tooch, how you doing?
C&P chicken and potatoes at C&P.
Slow work day. Can't say I miss those. Wait, did I never go in here? Eh. I ordered more RAM, so you return the faulty shit. And I ordered more. I'm going with two 16 gig sticks this time instead. It's a little more expensive, but just in case it was a stability issue, better than...
Good, you're back. Not that I missed you. I assure you, I am not capable of such emotional capacity.
I just want to get upgraded so that I can freaking do my Blender stuff. Faulty RAM. Well, okay, so what happened was, so I'm currently running, my main usage PC is currently running on 16 gigs of RAM, 2 8 gig sticks. The Blender work that well, that's okay for most games. I know a lot of games, okay, not a lot of games. Some games are starting to request more than that. And then my blender work, especially with when I get to the high-res sculpting, like, I was running out of RAM. I wanted to upgrade with some of my tax refund money before setting aside the rest to cover my bills for the next year, right? Because I don't have a lot of, like, personal bills. And then we're hoping that Mux is done school soon, and maybe I'll even be able to make a little bit, and with the commission work and all that kind of stuff anyways. So, Mux did all of his research, and he found out that even if it didn't match, it should have still been okay. But even outside, like, I still bought, like, I bought what should have been the exact same model to add to my computer. Well, it still had different timings, which again, shouldn't have mattered. And I was able to use it for a day or two, and then all of a sudden, my computer shut down. And then it rebooted, power cycled, but didn't boot back up. So it's like, okay, that's weird. So Mux goes out, he grabs some compressed air, we take the RAM out, blow it out to make sure to clean all the dust out, reseat it. There's a bit of dust, as well as he thinks that it might not have been seated properly, so we hope that was going to fix it. So then, you know, I get like another day or so out of it. I even tried to stress test it a little bit. Seems to be fine. Then it starts shutting down again. Sometimes when I'm actually using it, but once it was when I just started the computer up and then rolled on over to the other side of the room to watch whatever Mux was doing. So we figure it was either a faulty RAM, like there was either a faulty stick, or despite the fact that it was the exact same model, the timings were slightly different, so we don't know why they changed the specs. But even after a BIOS update, like, it was still crashing. So again, faulty RAM, or for some reason there was instability, even though there shouldn't have been. So I just said, fuck it. I'll pay like the extra $30 and just get 2 16 gig sticks. But I'm definitely kind of disappointed. I mean, it's better than nothing, but I was hoping to be able to save that little bit of money. But it is what it is. Search Hephaestus Mining. That captain sold Harris something called Rearranger, then left before we discovered the damn thing doesn't work. Only thing it rearranged is the number of bits in Harris's cart. Looks like some strange tech or weapon. Maybe a scientist can make something of it. Result 2. From the site safety officer's incident report. Doc Caulfield couldn't save Lem. Now I gotta arrest Harris for his murder. Confiscated that weapon he used and stored it in Birdie's office for now. Figure the least the site supervisor can do is fill out the forms for whatever that damn thing is. Don't know how I'm gonna detain Harris. Not like we got prison cells on this rock. Result 3 from the coronary inquest. Lemuel, Harry Ford, indentured, employment status. 35 years remaining. Cause of deceasement. Blunt force trauma, weapon unknown. Took a good whack to the noggin. The facial area, to be specific about it. It's all twisted up too. Nose is 5 times too big, jaws shrunk to almost nothing, teeth are all out of kilter, though I suppose that was true pre-deceasement. If the blow itself didn't kill him, there's no way he could have breathed with all that damage. How am I enjoying the game? A little slow, to be honest, in the in-between parts, but I love the action. I have a flamethrower, Tooch. I have a flamethrower. So. Flamethrower. I'm also still kind of early on, I think, too, but I don't know how long the game is. Like, we're going to Monarch now. Wait, there's still something on Scylla. Okay, let's go back to Scylla, then. We'll go back to Scylla first.
Destination reached. Scylla.
No, my flamethrower is fucking badass. We've been upgrading the shit out of it.
From Roseway, from a Dr. Shaw.
It's like... We are upgrading the shit out of our flamethrower, by the way. The main campaign is fairly short from what you read. That's what I read too. Like, this was originally, when I had, you know, short slots and long game slots, this was actually going to be in my short slot. Kind of like nixed that whole idea, and now it's just kind of whatever fits wherever, but wait, there's a transmission.
Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells?
Sure.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
Okay, you sound like you've been to Monarch.
No, never. Monarch is a hotbed.
Yeah, because I think I heard that the game is like, what, like 20 hours for like just a quick run and like 40 or something for like a full clear. Where should I start?
You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss.
I might do a half and half today. We're gonna see how I feel.
Make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
All right.
Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Welcome back, Captain. I have received a transmission from Roseway, from a Dr. Shaw.
Okay, there we go.
Beginning playback now.
What? Oh, is this on? Oh, it's on right now. Oh, blast. Hello? I'm trying to reach the captain of the Unreliable. I'll keep this short, lest I get caught. Please return to Roseway as soon as you can. I have an item of great value that you'll be interested in.
Okay.
Now, how does this blasted thing turn off? Damn engineers never label these toggles clearly. Is it
The transmission is complete, Captain.
Then tomorrow's going to be a little bit of a late start because we have to take Comet back to the vet.
I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
Hard to tell how it's going. You can still see the hole in his cornea.
I want to watch your back. Please.
And he's still resting a lot too. Trying to tell how his body is formed on the thing right now, and I can't tell where his head is. It's so weird looking. Okay. Now, unless things respawn, most everything here should be dead. Although, things respawned before, so... Where be my flamethrower? Well, so far, I'm not seeing any enemies, so who knows?
Invasive detected. Cycle complete.
There we go. Flamethrower's not so good against the robots, though, unfortunately. But yeah, next 2 games up are going to be Elden Ring after Forspoken and Final Fantasy III Remaster, Pixel Remaster after this. Are my next 2 games. Messages. We've completed our initial survey, and I have to admit that your hunch was right. I owe you lunch next time I'm on Terra 1. We barely started our survey before we uncovered a mineral vein with high densities of yttrium and scandium. There's a limit to how much my team can extract in these pressure suits. Get us a terraformer and some prospecting mechanicals, and this little venture of ours is going to make us all rich. Hope the weather on Terra 1 isn't getting you down. I hear our permanent facility on Hephaestus is almost ready for habitation. Thanks for rushing us that replacement part, Linda. My team got the former repaired and it's busy churning out O2 again. Did you have to send one loaded with seed stock? Damn grasses are triggering my allergies. Survey efforts continue. That initial vein ran dry quicker than we hoped, but we're getting promising results from other locations. Density of scandium lower than first sight, but yttrium still at respectable levels. We had a board team out here last week scanning for signals from the Hope. We could all guess the results from how unhappy they looked. It's been 3 years since the board classified the ship as missing. You'd think that we'd be over it by now. Congratulations on your promotion. Youngest full VP in company history. Just promise me you won't promote that drill bit Needham to replace you. Bad news, Lynn. All the sites within the Former's Dome have run dry. The mechanicals are bringing back good samples from beyond the retention field. I'll be sending you a requisition for a hauler to relocate the terraformer closer to the new sites. My team heard that you arranged for some circus time traveling show to stop at our base. It was a big boost to morale. We can't wait for some entertainment out here. Your request for site relocation on that useless rock is denied. You've had over a year to generate a profit. If you haven't done it by now, it's not going to happen. And Evers is too busy to hide your incompetence. I don't want to hear any of your absurd excuses either. The terraformer failure was bad enough, but this drivel about primals running loose and damaging your equipment is the limit. The utter limit. Do you hear? Operations at your site are terminated, effective immediately. I've got a new site in mind for you. One of the rocks orbiting Hephaestus. Temps are a cool 170 Celsius. You'll love it. All logs written and stored in this terminal are the property of Hephaestus Mining, blah, blah, blah. A visiting board team reminded me of the date. We should be celebrating your 42nd birthday today. I try and get you drunk with the latest Rizzo's concoction. You turn up your nose and say it was nowhere near as good as an earth wine. I don't know where you are, big sis. It's been 13 years since you entered hibernation. Since the Hope started its journey. Okay. I don't know what happened, why you never got here. If the architect is kind, you didn't suffer. I think about you all the time. Every time one of the big interstellar conveyors blazes past, I look up and hope. Hope. Whoever named that damn ship should take a walk in the aether. I'm so sorry. I never should have convinced you to sign the indenture contract and join me on Halcyon. I never stopped thinking about you, Jules. Please forgive me. Ask Linda for info on the Sublight Company. That freighter captain claimed to work for them. Very strange ship. No corporate branding or colors. The captain didn't wear an approved uniform. Dealing with him left me feeling out of sorts. Had some interesting items for sale, though. Can't shake the feeling that they fell off the back of a conveyor. That captain sold Harris something called Rearranger, then left before we discovered the damn thing doesn't work. Only thing it rearranges is the number of bits in Harris's cart. Looks like some strange tech. Maybe a scientist can make something of it. Okay. Okay, so that's gonna be Stellar Bay. That's Stellar Bay. Okay. Whew. Alright guys, hold tight. I'm gonna go stretch my legs. And then I will be right back.